All right, so we back with another UFO, UAP, topic, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I had to catch this one, man. So before I was like, I'm gonna leave it alone because it was like a 10-hour like stream for this UFO stuff, this UAP hearing stuff. But I found some highlights. They got some top 10 moments from the UAP hearing that just passed like a week ago. So we about to. It's like the highlights, bro. Let's go.
Broken the law by not revealing.
Some of the testimony you will hear them deliver today does not reflect well on influential individuals and agencies within the U.S. federal government and perhaps some of our contractors.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most noteworthy moments from this historic congressional hearing. The results of...
Oh, by the way, I'm Glass. By the way, thanks for pulling up here. Hey, subscribe if you're new, man. I'll be reacting to all types of stuff. Gaming, news, pop culture. If it catches my eye, we watching it.
Of which may see the American government open up about extraterrestrial activities.
Arrow and the Pentagon have broken the law by not revealing a significant body of information about UAPs, including military intelligence databases that have evidence of their existence as physical craft.
Number 10. Nancy Mace blasts the Department of Defense.
Non-human intelligence exists. Non-human intelligence has been interacting with humanity. This interaction is not new, and it's been ongoing, and there are unelected people in the government that are aware of that.
Spearheaded by the Committee on Oversight and Accountability, the November 13, 2024 hearing on UAPs, entitled Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena, Exposing the Truth, got off to a fiery start, courtesy of outspoken Republican Congresswoman Nancy Mace of South Carolina.
No amount of outside pressure.
This is the same lady? Ah, she looking milky over here. She look more like tan Indian over here. Okay.
Would ever keep me from pursuing a subject to ground, come hell or high water. On that score, I want to thank our witnesses for being here. We have before us a panel of individuals accomplished in the military, in civilian government, in science, and in journalism.
True to the committee's goals and intentions, Mace explained that the hearing...
Yeah, why she look like, is it Lorraine, I think? From, oh, no, Elaine from Seinfeld? Tell me she doesn't look like Elaine, bro. Doing the Elaine dance. If you know the dance, you know what I'm talking about.
Hearing had been convened in the interest of transparency to taxpayers. Specifically, Representative Mace addressed the need for results, whether they identify the cause and true nature of UAPs or yield nothing at all. In perhaps her boldest moment, Mace noted that the Pentagon, quote, has failed 6 consecutive audits and that it had never successfully passed one.
Adding to this is a runaway overclassification of documents and materials, a reluctance to declassify materials when appropriate, and at times an outright refusal to share critical information with Congress.
Number 9, Luis Elizondo's explosive testimony.
Let me be clear. UAP are real. Advanced technologies not made by our government or any other government are monitoring sensitive military installations around the globe. Furthermore, the U.S. is in possession of UAP technologies, as are some of our adversaries.
Author and media personality Elizondo held nothing back during his testimony. This probably wasn't all that surprising to those who have followed his career. The self-described former Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program Director has, since at least 2017, been vocal about what he claims is a wide-ranging government conspiracy.
I believe we are in the midst of a multi-decade secretive arms race, one funded by misallocated taxpayer dollars and hidden from our elected representatives and oversight bodies.
That would be to keep the public in the dark about UAPs, and particularly their possible extraterrestrial origins. Although Elizondo's statement was by far the briefest of the men called to testify in front of Congress, it's hard to argue that it packed the biggest punch.
I'm pretty sure that little B-roll, I'm pretty sure that this is not an actual sighting. So anybody who's naive, I don't think this is an actual like sighting video. This is probably from a movie, you know what I mean, or something.
Testify in front of Congress, it's hard to argue that it packed the biggest punch. Elizondo openly accused a small cadre within our own government of creating a culture of suppression and intimidation over the topic.
To the incoming administration and Congress, I say to you, we need immediate public transparency, and this hearing is an important step on that journey. If we approach the UAP topic in the same way as we, as Americans, have met other challenges, we can restore our faith in our government institutions.
Number 8, a mysterious white orb over Kuwait.
And since my reporting on this immaculate constellation last month, another source came forward who told me that they saw a roughly 13-minute-long, high-definition, full-color video of a white orb UAP coming out of the ocean approximately 20 miles off the coast of Kuwait.
Michael Schellenberger's testimony expressed the environmental journalist's belief that there is, quote, a growing body of evidence that the government is not being transparent about what it knows about unidentified anomalous phenomena, UAP, formerly called UFOs.
It was filmed from a helicopter. Then halfway through the video, the person said the orb is joined by another orb that briefly comes into the frame from the left before rapidly moving again out of the frame.
To his point, Schellenberger shared several examples from a whistleblower's report that described several confounding military encounters with supposed UAPs. Most notably of all, Schellenberger revealed that he had been informed of a, quote, 3-minute-long, high-definition, full-color video of a white orb UAP coming out of the ocean approximately 20 miles off the coast of Kuwait, end quote, declining to name his source.
The person discovered the video on SIPR, the Secure Internet Protocol Router Network, which the DoD uses to transmit classified information.
Number 7. Representative Lauren Boebert takes a jab at President Biden.
Now that we have all been cautioned in this committee hearing that the mention of Pentagon's Immaculate Constellation program could put us on a list, well, I already find myself on many lists, I'm sure. So I speak my mind often, so why not just keep going with it?
Don't worry, we'll get to the secret, shadowy, Immaculate Constellation and what exactly that means in a little bit. For now, though, we'll focus on Colorado Representative Lauren Boebert's commentary on it.
May as well just go all out and say it. The earth is flat, birds are government drones, and we've never set foot on the moon, and Joe Biden received 81 million votes in the 2020 election.
The controversial, outspoken Congresswoman has been a staunch ally of President-elect Trump and has repeatedly reaffirmed his false claims that his 2020 electoral defeat of Joe Biden was illegitimate. In a move that was perhaps unsurprising to those familiar with Boebert's previously stated positions, she jokingly rattled off a list of claims that might get her in trouble with the Department of Defense, including a pointed comment about
Is that
Man,
correct?
let's
Number
skip that.
6. Elizondo doesn't rule out the possibility of aliens.
Okay, Mr. Elizondo, you state in your testimony that, quote, advanced technologies not by our government or any other government are monitoring sensitive military installations around the globe, end quote. If these technologies are not made by any government, who's making them? Private companies, or are you implying they are crafted by a non-human intelligence?
Luis Elizondo's 2024 memoir, Imminent, Inside the Pentagon's Hunt for UFOs, was an instant smash hit, debuting at number 1 on the New York Times bestseller list. Elizondo's book details seemingly unbelievable accounts of extraterrestrial activity on U.S. soil, as well as clandestine government efforts to cover it up.
Are these private companies you're implying, or is this non-human intelligence?
It may be both.
Okay.
When it comes to Blue Force Technologies, I would not be able to discuss.
Okay.
them.
Are you read into secret UAP crash retrieval programs?
We would have to have a conversation in a closed session, ma'am.
Testifying before Congress, Elizondo claimed that a previously signed document limited his ability to speak publicly about UAPs, and that the material covered in Imminent represents what he is legally permitted to discuss. As such, Elizondo stated unequivocally that the U.S. government has been involved in UAP crash retrieval operations, and that the search for alien life definitely had an impact.
I submitted for my book through the DOPSR process, which took a year for it to be reviewed. And what is in the book is what I was told I'm allowed to talk about.
Has the government conducted secret UAP crash retrieval programs, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, were they designed to identify and reverse engineer alien craft, yes or no?
Yes.
Number 5, Immaculate Constellation.
Representative Luna just told me if I say Immaculate Constellation, I'll be on some list. Maybe a FISA warrant, so come at me, bro, I guess. But
Come at me, bro. This is how they talking? Yo. This is how they talking over here? Come at me, bro. Yo. You think this is wild? Yo, the next generation gonna be crazy. Like, 50 years from now, the next generation of people that's gonna be up here, yo, what are they gonna be saying that's like, you know what I mean? They're gonna be saying words like, oh, that's based, or they're gonna be saying no Diddy. Yo, they're gonna be saying a bunch of stuff over here. They're gonna be saying a bunch of stuff over here. That's crazy. She said, come at me, bro. That's crazy.
Without objection, entered in the record.
See, we told you we were getting there. Perhaps the most mysterious aspect of the much-anticipated congressional hearing. Multiple participants in exposing the truth semi-seriously remarked that simply mentioning the existence of the top-secret government UAP research would get them, quote, put on a list. Schellenberger...
Yeah, but what does that mean? Like, put on a list? Like, it's like a hit list? Like, they gonna send John Wick after you? Like, what is this list that they're talking about? Is it the naughty list? You're not gonna get no gifts for Christmas? Like, what is this list?
Emerged as the main proponent of not only the program's existence, but of its potential dangers.
The report that was just shared with Congress says Immaculate Constellation serves as a central or parent USAP that consolidates observations of UAPs by both tasked and untasked collection platforms. Immaculate Constellation includes high-quality imagery intelligence and measurement and signature intelligence of UAPs, the whistleblower's report adds.
The author testified that, quote, a source warned that simply printing the name Immaculate Constellation could trigger government surveillance of me under the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, FISA, of whoever publishes it. As we mentioned earlier, Schellenberger declined to divulge the nature of any of his sources, but confirmed that they are either present or former U.S. government officials.
I think that what the American people need to know is that the U.S. military and intelligence community are sitting on a huge amount of visual and other information, still photos, video photos, other sensor information, and they have for a very long time. And it's not those fuzzy photos and videos that we've been given. There's very clear
High-res.
high resolution.
Number 4, Michael Gold keeps it light.
The NASA brand is synonymous with hope, optimism, and credibility. If you were to take a walk down the National Mall, you would immediately see the NASA logo on T-shirts, hats, and bumper stickers. Few federal agencies enjoy this kind of popularity. I've never seen anyone wearing an Office of Personnel Management T-shirt.
In stark contrast to Elizondo and Schellenberger's testimonies, ex-NASA official Michael Gold struck a light, even occasionally humorous tone in his. Gold emphasized the instrumental roles that science and academia carry out in helping to shape our understanding of the world, and included the formal study of UAPs under that umbrella.
NASA could, with relatively little cost and effort, host symposia on UAP, or even just participate in existing panels examining the topic. NASA personnel stepping forward and participating in such discussions would make a powerful statement to the scientific community that UAP should be taken seriously and researched accordingly.
For context, Gold has worked as NASA's former Associate Administrator of Space Policy and Partnerships and is currently the Chief Growth Officer at Redwire, an aerospace manufacturer. It also seems important to note that while employed at NASA, Gold was a member of its independent UAP study team. In his testimony, Gold was optimistic about the part his former employer could play in combating the stigmatization of UAP research.
For relatively little cost and effort, NASA could create an AI or ML algorithm that could search the agency's archives for anomalous phenomena. I suspect that such an effort would not only result in information that will help us to understand UAP, but could result in data that will assist in other areas of scientific inquiry, such as anomalous weather or meteorite activity.
Number 3, Timothy Galladay's disappearing email.
During this exercise, I received an email on Navy's secure network from the operations officer of U.S. Fleet Forces Command. The email was addressed to all the subordinate commanders, and the subject line read in all capital letters, "Urgent Safety of Flight Issue." The text of the email was brief but alarming, with words to the effect, "If any of you know what these are, tell me ASAP."
The former Assistant Secretary of Commerce for Oceans and Atmosphere under President Donald Trump is a well-known member of the UFO community and a major proponent of declassifying UAP research in the interest of public awareness. Galladay's testimony painted an alarming picture of not only what UAPs may be capable of, but the dangers inherent in allowing for overprotective, overreaching government secrecy on the matter.
The now declassified video showed an unidentified object exhibiting flight and structural characteristics unlike anything in our arsenal. The implication of the email was clear. The author was asking whether any of the recipients were aware of classified technology demonstrations that could explain these objects.
The retired Rear Admiral described his involvement with the Go Fast video, one of the most famous depictions of a UAP to date. Gallaudet testified that an email containing the video had been scrubbed from his account as well as the accounts of other officials to whom he'd spoken.
The very next day, that email disappeared from my account and those of the other recipients without explanation. Moreover, the commander of Fleet Forces Command and the operations officer never discussed the subject, even during weekly meetings specifically designed to address issues affecting exercises like the one in which the Theodore Roosevelt Strike Group was participating.
Number 2, a commitment to destigmatizing UAP reporting.
Science requires data, which should be collected without bias or prejudice. Yet, whenever the topic of UAP arises, those who wish to explore the phenomena are often confronted with resistance and ridicule.
While the content of its testimonies varied significantly, one theme was a constant presence throughout unidentified anomalous phenomena exposing the truth, and it could even be described as its goal. That theme? The fact that Americans should never fear the consequences of speaking out in service of what they feel is right.
Equally concerning, last year's UAP hearing also revealed that elements of the government are engaged in a disinformation campaign to include personal attacks designed to discredit UAP whistleblowers. Having never signed a non-disclosure agreement regarding UAPs, and now as a private citizen, I've become an advocate for greater UAP transparency from the government.
In this case, that would be the stigma associated with UAP whistleblowing. Gold, Schellenberger, Elizondo, and Gallaudet all decried the alleged culture of silence and fear that prevented further study of UAPs. In particular, Gold noted that, quote, the stigma prevents scientific inquiry, the best tool that we have to understand anomalies, from being fully applied, end quote.
Members of the NASA UAP independent study team, particularly those in academia, were mocked and even threatened for simply having the temerity to engage in the study of UAP.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them.
Yeah, imagine waking up and seeing this, like, on your chest. Can you imagine? Yeah, my boy got a lineup. He got a line of little mini fro. Son, my man could see you and his pass at the same time.
If you're on your phone, make sure you go into settings and switch on your notifications.
I'm a recovering lawyer, so I'm going to put my hat on for a second. You said you signed a document. Love that. Who gave that to you?
The U.S. government, sir.
Okay, you have a copy of it?
It is stored in a SCIF right now. I do not have possession of it. The U.S. government does.
What department of the U.S. government gave you this document?
I will say the Department of Defense. Unfortunately, I can't say in this forum much more than that.
Overall, members of the public who were hungry for drama or earth-shattering revelations may have left the hearing disappointed. The general tone was cordial, and everyone involved spoke their mind without any great resistance from the congressional panel. However, this is with the notable exception of what threatened to be a heated exchange between Luis Elizondo and Florida House Representative Jared Moskowitz.
You specifically said the document said you can't talk about crash retrieval. Well, you know, you can't talk about Fight Club if there's no Fight Club.
Correct.
Okay, I'm just making an observation.
The congressman jokingly referred to himself as a, quote, recovering lawyer before pressing Elizondo on the documents that would guarantee his silence. At one point, a comparison to the 1999 film Fight Club caused the chamber to burst into laughter. Refreshingly, the exchange never devolved into mudslinging or name-calling, an outcome that seems almost unfathomable in 2024.
You're not some conspiracy theorist. You actually have a legitimate background.
Well, sir, I'm certainly not a conspiracy theorist. I'm fact-based, just say facts.
So when you're in this room, I want to paint the picture of everybody. You're in this room, you're by yourself, you're in a skiff, you're handed a document. How long is the document?
It's about a page front and back.
What do you think will come of unidentified anomalous phenomena exposing the truth? Let us know in the comments below.
If there's no further business without objection, the subcommittee stands adjourned.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from...
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of interested in that conversation. That last conversation he had. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of interested in that conversation. He's He was like, it was about a page front and back. Like you could tell, like dude is like pressing him a little bit, but he's kind of like, he's like, damn, you know what? I want to press you, but you kind of seem like you serious, like you really seen something. You know what I mean? And I'm jokingly kind of harassing you, but I'm actually genuinely interested. That's the vibe that I got from that guy. Let me see, where's the actual stream? Because it was like the actual stream, what was it like? It was like 10 hours. What's it called? The UAP hearing? UAP hearing. Let me see something. I just want to hear that conversation. It's that one specific conversation. What's the full thing? I know it was like 10 hours long or something like that, right? The stream. Nah, where's the actual stream? Like I saw it earlier. Where's it at, bro? Come on. Before I wasn't looking for it and I saw it. Now that I'm looking for it, I'm not seeing it. Come on now. This is not it. This is not it. 10 hours. This is not it. What the hell is this? That's stupid. Yo, where's the stream, bro? Yo, there was a 10-hour stream. I'm not even joking. There was a 10-hour stream. Where is it? Bro, where is it? Hold on. Not alone in the closet. Is this it?
I'll recognize.
What's this? Where's the 10-hour stream, though? Where is it? Why am I not seeing it, bro? Damn, I don't know why I'm not seeing it, man. Alright, forget it, man. Forget it. But I don't know, man. What do y'all think, man? Y'all think these guys is capping? You think they really seen something? I'm not gonna lie. I think they saw something, bro. I'm not gonna front. I think they really saw something. Ain't no way you're gonna be in this room talking to these important people about something that you just made up, or something that you just hope is true. You had to have seen something that makes you believe. It's not even so much that makes you believe, something that you know is true. You know what I mean? So they going hard right now. It gotta be real. It has to be real. There's no way it's not real. It has to be real. But I'm not gonna lie. I believe that they're not ready to tell us, with the government, the people who actually know. I believe like they're not ready to like really tell us until they extract all the information that they can learn from it that can help improve either our society or at the very least improve our military. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. Because if I'm not mistaken, if anybody's seen the movie Oppenheimer, in that movie, like that whole movie was about a race to creating the first nuclear bomb, right? Which was the atomic bomb. You know, yeah, little boy, or I think it was like little boy and fat boy, or little boy and big boy, something like that. The two bombs. It was a race to that, and just figuring out the science to create that, and it was like keeping that under wraps. Like nobody really knew but the military from like two different countries. I think it was like Russia and America were like the only two countries that was like really going hard trying to get that together. Apparently, I think America figured it out first, and then Russia has some spies that helped them to figure out what was happening, and then they started working on it too. But America, they came up with it first. So I think this is like the same thing, you know? I think America probably got something. Some other countries probably got something, some kind of flying saucer or something. And they all doing their tests, they studying it, trying to figure out like what can they do with this to create the next like, you know what I mean? Like the next, like, military, you know what I'm trying to say? Maybe not the next nuclear bomb, but like the next advanced, like, technology that's gonna change the world. Maybe, I don't know, teleportation or something. Who knows what they got? You know what I mean? Maybe that's what 3G is. Because if 10Gs is crazy to, like, if people can't really stand 10Gs, then how is something moving 3Gs? I mean, 3,000 Gs, I mean. 3,000 Gs, that must be like teleportation. Like, let me see, like, if I type in, let me see, if I type in, how fast is 3,000 Gs? Refers to an acceleration force of 3,000 times the force of gravity, which is incredibly fast, roughly equivalent to reaching a speed of 686 miles per hour in just 1 second. 686 miles per hour in just 1 second? This is a very extreme acceleration that most objects cannot withstand. Yo. Right here. Logan Paul, he was saying that there was something that was found moving at 3Gs, at 3,000 Gs. That's damn near teleportation. 686,000 miles. Like, what states? Let me see. What states? What U.S. states are at least, you know, I'll say are 686 miles. Yeah, from NYC. Why not? Mammoth Cave National Park in South Central Kentucky is about 686 kilometers. No, not kilometers. I'm talking about miles, bro. No. Miles from New York City. Why would they tell me kilometers? What the fuck? Oh, what the hell? Can I get a redo on that? There isn't much info about which U.S. states are 686 miles from New York City right now, but there's some little information. Let's see, how far? All right, I got something better. How many miles is California from New York? How many miles is California from New York? It says 43 hours, 2,918. 2,918, all right? So think about that. If California is damn near 3,000 miles away from New York, right? Then what about this? What is 3,000 divided by 686? That's 4.3 seconds. If 3,000 Gs is 686 miles roughly per second, that means that you can basically get from New York to California in about 5 seconds. In about 5 seconds. That's basically teleportation, bro. I think America, if they have these recovered, like, crashes of these devices that they're finding in the air that's moving like that, if they actually have one of those somehow, if they somehow got a hold of it, they're probably trying to figure out how to do that. Because can you imagine that? For one, planes are going to be hella different, all right? Right? Oh, you want to go to Cali? I bet you're going to pay for this flight. They're going to figure out how to get you there using the 3,000 Gs method. You're going to get from New York to California in 5 seconds. Imagine what the military gonna be doing with that. You know what I mean? How many miles? Let's see, to Russia, for example. How many miles is Russia from New York? What's that? 5,000? So again, it's like 5,000 miles, right? So we got 5, 3. Let's just put 5,370. So 5,370 divided by 686. That's about 8 seconds. Can you imagine just teleporting all these damn planes over Russia? If there was like some beef, you know what I mean? You could get over there 8 seconds, do what you gotta do, and then be right back over. Yo, I'm just saying, bro. If that's really what it is, yeah, that's kind of crazy. Now, obviously, I guess they're like, they need a clear space. There can't be anything in the way, or else, obviously it might crash, I guess. But if it's like a clear space where in the air where nothing is in the way, where they could just boom, 5 seconds we're there, bro, that's damn near teleportation, bro. That's damn near teleportation. So that's crazy, bro. So in my honest opinion, I think we don't really need to know. We don't really need to know right now. We don't really know. We don't really need to know if they got anything, if they found anything, if they caught anything, captured, uncovered, because they're probably still trying to figure out how to, whatever they found, they're probably trying to figure out, like, basically they're trying to figure out how it works. That's my guess. They're trying to figure out how whatever they found works. And I can't get mad at them, because if they can't figure, if they don't figure it out how it works, and we start pressing them and giving them problems about it, guess what? Somebody else is gonna figure it out. Russia might figure it out, or whoever else might figure it out. And if they figure it out first, who's to say they might not be, they might not try to do something with that. And if we're not prepared to react to it, because we don't know what the hell it is, it could be a problem for us, So I'm just saying, bro, let them rock, man. I'm not pressed. Let them figure it out, man. I'm not pressed at all. Let America figure out what they're doing with that. You know what I mean? I'm down to start teleporting, bro. I'm ready. Anyway, that's the video, man. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Feel free to leave a like if you like the video. If you learned anything, feel free to hit a subscribe if you're trying to see my face again in another video. If you're trying to catch some reactions, I do all types of reactions, bro. I do stuff like, obviously, this alien stuff. This is something I was interested in for today. I got other stuff like, I like watching Law and Order, like crime stuff, like crime videos, interrogations, and all that. Also gaming stuff, because I'm a gamer myself. So I like to watch gaming content. Or, dating content, just for the fun of it, you know what I mean? Because it's always fun to watch people try to figure out the dating environment. That's always a fun topic. But yeah, man, I'll catch you on the next video, bro.